have a white man who has a coworker who's black, he really wants to have an uncomfortable conversation with the black man, but isn't sure that that black man wants to have an uncomfortable conversation with him. The emotion of it, the sense of you're on two different wavelengths as far as history and understanding, and who knows. What would you encourage and what would you say to that white man who wants to have that conversation with a black man and knows it could be a landmine?
The first thing I would do is start with humility. Like, hey, I just wanted to come to you and say that I want to be better for you, for myself, for this world.
Right.
If you have the energy, if you have the emotional bandwidth, I'd love to just sit and talk with you for a bit. Just so I can learn about your experience, so I could better help people that don't look like me. The black person could say no.
Right. But that's a really nice in.
It is.
This burger is so good. It's almost like a crab cake on a burger, and I would never have thought to put this all together, but the flavor is amazing.
It's amazing.
Yep, amazing.
Good old lobster burger. It'll change your life.
So I'm originally from Massachusetts, and I love lobster, and I have never had a lobster burger. So thank you.
You're welcome.
So since you've embarked on this journey with uncomfortable conversations with a black man, I'm sure you've done a lot of your own research, reckoning, education. What have you learned about race in America over the past year, doing what you're doing?
If no one hears anything else from this interview, they should probably hear this from this conversation, if you will. I don't think white people, generally speaking, are racist. I would say that the majority of white people are racially insensitive or racially ignorant. In our judicial system, we have degrees of murder. First degree racism, premeditated, owning slaves, saying the N-word maliciously. Second degree racism, a crime of passion. Think George Floyd.
Right.
It was motivated in part due to him being black. But then you get involuntary racism, and I think that's where the majority of my white brothers and sisters fall into.
Right.
Emmanuel, you're so smart for a black guy. Oh my gosh, you're so pretty for a black woman. I mean, you're black, but you're not like those other blacks. I think that's the majority of where we fall in society, and that's what I've realized in the last year. But it is the third degree racism that'll kill. Because the first and second are easy to spot.
Right, right. Notice I haven't even brought up that you played football one day a while back.
I love that.
What do you think you learned the most from your time in the NFL?
Resilience.
How so?
I was cut 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 times prior to the age of 25. To put that in layman's terms, well, I was also drafted and I was traded. Layman's terms, you got hired by an organization, you were transferred to another organization, and you were fired and rehired by that organization 5 times before the age of 25.
Wow.
So I had to just constantly be resilient and just constantly be like, okay, Emmanuel, find another way. In life, one door will get you into where you want to go. The kicker is finding the door.
Did you enjoy playing in the NFL?
I enjoyed the camaraderie. I enjoyed the friendships. I enjoyed the team aspect. I didn't enjoy the game. But what's funny, I had to play football, you know, because if I don't play football, then I don't have that cultural understanding. Because remember, I was raised Nigerian culture, but went to school with all white people. So now you got to get your black culture in.
Right.
I got it in college, but then there's a different aspect of it in the NFL.
Yes.
So without playing in the NFL,
Yes.
I don't go to the hood in Philadelphia. I played for the Eagles. I don't go to the hood in Philadelphia on Thanksgiving and spend Thanksgiving with my homeboy's grandma who lived in Philly.
Interesting. So you really got the American black experience by playing in the NFL.
Correct.
You wouldn't have had it
In the NFL and
otherwise.
in college.
Yeah, and that ability and all of those different paths led you to this moment to be able to create uncomfortable conversations with a black man.
Correct.
Fascinating. Well, thank you for this amazing conversation. I was waiting for something uncomfortable, but, but nothing came up. We're going to have another conversation with uncomfortable. Thank you for this.
Okay,
thank you, Emmanuel. Talk about a fabulous meal in a truly stunning location. I really enjoyed my meal with Emmanuel Acho. I was ready for an uncomfortable conversation with a black man. But that's not exactly what happened today. There's something about knowing you can ask awkward and imperfect questions without fear of being judged or attacked that is really powerful. Emmanuel wants people to talk more, to ask more questions, to have more real conversations, especially enjoy the uncomfortable ones. Because honestly, how can we get better? How can we ever understand each other? How can we create a more loving and united world without first talking to each other? If you would like to know more about the guests, the restaurants, and the inspiring stories of success, please visit todinefortv.com or follow us on Facebook and Instagram at todinefortv. We also have a podcast. To Dine For the Podcast is available on Apple Podcasts, Stitcher, or wherever you get your podcasts. To Dine For with Kate Sullivan is made possible by...
There are people in your life who count on you for what matters most. American National agents are close to home and committed to our communities. They'll help you find the right coverage for you, your family, even your farm and business. You can learn more at americannational.com.
Next time,
It feels like a big false for nothing.
at a celebration for Commissioner Selwyn, he's shot.
We need to give this case our best.
But the prime suspect seems to have no motive.
I thought all about shot too.
And when the team investigates,
I know your secret. I know what you're up to.
the more they discover, the more puzzling it gets.
Infidelity, betrayal, blackmail.
Death in Paradise.
Tonight at 8 on MPT2.
You're watching MPT2.
Catch up on your MPT favorites online anytime. Find them now at mpt.org/video.
On Masterpiece.
The only way the gold turns into money is if they manage to sell it back into the market.
Gold! You've got it, we want it.
The thing about gold is it'll give you a life you can only dream about.
If they have half a brain, I might try and move the gold without removing the serial numbers.
Where does this end? I don't know.
For this to work, the money has to keep moving.
Well, then we best get started.
The Gold on Masterpiece.
Tuesday night at 9 on MPT2.
Gentlemen, come with me.
If you know anything, tell me.
Ready? Well, then we best get started.
This is way over my head.
You're playing a dangerous game, boss. Where does this end?
I don't know. It's gonna be a busy night. This is only the start.
El que está casado con la mujer perfecta. Enamorado es una más atractiva ahí. Salgo un buen rato con su sucia. Voy a defender lo que es mío con uñas y dientes.
Tías en la mejor diseñadora de este país.
Te casaste conmigo por el dinero de mi padre.
Que ha dejado de estarlo. Velvet está más fuerte que nunca.
Wednesday night at 10 on MPT2.
I'm here with Ron Legler, president of the France Merrick Performing Arts Center, to talk about the Hippodrome's history-making 2025-26 season.
We're so excited. We're actually launching 3 national tours this year, starting with Water for Elephants, and then The Great Gatsby, and of course, the return of Phantom of the Opera to the United States through Baltimore. All the creatives will be in the city. They'll be living and working and playing in Baltimore for about 4 to 6 weeks. Our audience will be the very first audience to get to see these productions.
That is fantastic. And tell us a little bit about why Baltimore.
You know, we become a launch pad for Broadway thanks to a tax credit that the Maryland Commerce Department helped us create. And it's really getting so much traction that we're utilizing it up to 3 shows this season.
And right here in Baltimore at the
Right
Hippodrome.
here in Baltimore,
Well,
built in Baltimore.
We're looking forward to a great season. Thanks so much. So for more information, please visit them at baltimorebroadway.com.
share our results. We stock over 1 million tires. We offer multiple installation options. We do this because we believe tires matter. TireRack.com.
Hyundai's Ioniq journey started back in 2017. It didn't become their all-electric sub-brand until 2020. The numbers have been counting up since then, both sales and models.